Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing well and thank you for clicking on this video. Today our journey takes us to a very unique Nordic country. You have already seen it in the title, so it's no longer a surprise. We are in Estonia. Before we dive into the video, here are 5 interesting facts about this country. Number 1, there's Wi-Fi everywhere, even in the woods and on the beaches. Almost the entire country is covered by Wi-Fi. Number 2, Estonian is its own distinct language. It's somewhat related to Finnish but completely different from its neighboring countries' languages, like Latvian or Lithuanian. I will show you a few examples of Estonian writing so you can get a feel for the language. Number 3, Skype, the well-known video calling platform, was developed by Estonian engineers. Number 4, since the 13th century, the capital Tallinn has been under Danish, German, Swedish and Russian rule. It's a fortified city and each of these eras left their marks. The old city walls are still standing today. For these reasons, Tallinn's whole town has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997 for its intact medieval structure, characterized by red roofs, cobbled streets, guard towers and defensive walls. Our visit to Tallinn was a one-day trip. We left from the port of Helsinki, Finland on a large ship that also carried cars and trucks. As soon as we arrived in Tallinn, we noticed it was freezing cold and very windy. This was me 2 minutes after getting off the boat. Right after disembarking, I immediately decided to play something. I played Il Silenzio, the military trumpet call. After playing, we headed straight to the old town and immediately noticed how clean and orderly the city was. It was also very peaceful. On the way to the center, we visited St. Olaf's Church. It's a very tall church built in the 13th century. In the 1600s, it was the tallest building in the world thanks to its spire, which reached 159 meters. Because of its height, it was also a key reference point for sailors. We visited the church first and then climbed the bell tower. Climbing up was tough because the staircase was extremely narrow. I also had my trumpet with me, so when someone was coming down, it was a bit of a mess to get by. Once at the top, the wind was wild, but the view was amazing. You could see the whole city, especially the port area and of course the sea. Because of its height, the tower was even used by Russian Secret Service as an observation point during the Soviet era. After nearly falling down the wooden stairs, we met a seagull. A pretty unique encounter. At first, it seemed friendly, but as we got closer, it flew away. Unfortunately. At that point, we were hungry, so we went to a traditional Estonian restaurant. My girlfriend had a salmon soup, and I did sort of failed panettone, actually a empty bread filled with onion and vegetable soup and a bit of meat. Since we were in the main square, everything around us had those charming white houses with colorful roofs, really beautiful. Nearby, there was a cafe, and we stopped in for a coffee and a slice of cake. It was a lovely little spot, decorated with paintings and nice lettering. We spent a good hour there just relaxing.
Bravo!
Then I finally went to play again. I found a small balcony in the upper part of the city. Unfortunately, just before I started playing, it began to rain. But that was the only option I had since the old town and restrictions against street performers. Sadly, there were not many people around, just few down below who clapped for me. I wasn't able to film their reaction this time, but I will try it the next time. After a while, the weather cleared up and we visited an Orthodox church. Unfortunately, photos were not allowed inside. Honestly, I think it looked more impressive from the outside than from the inside. Since the ferry between Tallinn and Helsinki only runs 3 times a day, the one we were taking was at 7 p.m. Around 5 p.m. it was time to start heading back. We visited the Tallinn market, then went to the port to board the ship and return to Helsinki. Once aboard, after we sat down, I noticed a white grand piano, and of course I played it. I played Prelude in C major from Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier, a fairly easy but very well-known piece. So, our trip today has come to an end. Tallinn was a beautiful city to visit, so ancient and medieval in style, very charming. The people were kind, the city calm and not too noisy. I really liked it a lot. Its history fascinated me, and even though I couldn't play as much as I wanted, I was really happy to visit. On the ship, I later stepped out onto the deck. I would have liked to play something out there too, but the wind was just too strong. Still, it was a beautiful moment. The sun was setting right then. Once we arrived in Helsinki, we said goodbye to our ship, Finlandia. It was evening by then, so we took the tram to the central station and then headed home. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, please write them in the comments. They are more than welcome. Thanks again for your attention, and I will see you in the next video in a few days, filmed on a little island. This time somewhere warm, not cold, so we've moved much further south. Thanks again and see you in the next video. Bye!